Hello, Lonely Asian Man here, back at it again, to give you some worthless, biased advice. I'm a storied meta-learning veteran of relationships that have never actually started. I've served in many conflicts, delivering countless fucked up texts, and participating in several awkward exchanges with far too many members of the opposite sex, without even being drunk. Why put myself and other innocent civilians through these atrocities? For what purpose? As of now, I realize the purpose was to help you, lonely person on YouTube. It's Hayden. Don't make the same mistakes I did, and don't go on and make a mediocre YouTube channel based around degrading yourself. As they say, those who can't do can only do themselves. Some also say those who can't do teach. Since the latter sounds much more productive than the former, I'm here to try it out. On you. Consider yourself lucky. Tip 1. If she doesn't contact you, give up. It's over at this point. Just consider your relationship dead. Maybe you made the wrong move, said the wrong thing, did something at the wrong time, and you think that if you could just rewind time and do it over again the right way, you wouldn't be stuck where you are right now. Or maybe you just aren't the other person's type. Honestly, the reason doesn't matter. Some people deal with this situation like they're stuck in quicksand. They take huge strides to pull themselves out. 1, that doesn't work in quicksand, and 2, this isn't quicksand. It's worse. It's modern romance. So just relax, let it all go, move on to someone else. Tip 2. If you, after reflecting on the night you spent together, feel secondhand embarrassment from yourself, give up. Chances are that if you gross yourself out with your desperate and cringy behavior, you probably gross the other person out. Maybe you're just a harsh self-critic. Doesn't matter though, because even if, in reality, you did nothing wrong, the uncertainty you had while doing it definitely seeped out. People more socially well-adjusted than you can smell your fear. There is a budding doubt that forms in their heads as they see you sweat from guilt, as you try to trick them into thinking you're a normal person. It's a defense mechanism, and most people will err on the side of caution. If you give off crazy vibes, consider yourself guilty, sentenced, and never proven innocent. You ruined your first impression. It's just going to be an uphill battle from there. So save yourself the time and effort and start over. Somewhere else. Perhaps in a different state. Because the other person will have already told all of her friends within a 100-mile radius exactly why you thought that Okaa-san Online was your favorite anime of the 2019 summer season. Tip 3. Just give up. You can live perfectly fine with yourself, and just get over never being wanted, ever. The pain and struggle of trying to get something you'll never have could very well outweigh the pain and struggle of being alone. Some people like to counter-argue, reminding you that Alfred Lord Tennyson once wrote, "'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all." Well, Lord Tennyson also said, "At this upon the sward, she tapped a tiny silken sandaled foot. That's your light way." Which clearly tells us Lord Tennyson was into feet, and thus cannot be trusted. But Hayden, you ask. I'm already in pain and struggling, and I thought a relationship was going to be my final solution. What do I do with all of this shit and baggage weighing on me every time I see that all of my friends are getting married, while I'm still here arguing with strangers online about why I prefer the red cartoon 14-year-old over the blue one? This is an interesting question. What do you do when your fear, uncertainty, and doubt about yourself and your ability to connect with another human being reaches over the fill to here line in that shitty plastic bowl of instant ramen you're eating because you'll never take anyone out to a nice dinner and eat a real meal? Tip 4. Don't give a fuck. Does your crush hate you? You shouldn't care. It's a stupid question. If you have to ask it, you two aren't going to work out. When you've realized that, find someone else. Someone who makes you confident when you're around them. Confident that you're loved back. Confident in yourself. Confident enough to not wonder about stupid questions like that. Pursuing someone romantically does not work the way it does in novels. There are no predetermined correct dialogue options that will suddenly make someone appreciate you on a deeper level than friendship. Struggling and persistence aren't going to wear down some imaginary barrier keeping a person from showing you affection. Unconditional love is the most valuable product our bodies may ever possibly produce, and no one is just going to give it away to anyone. And you need to realize that the one to get it won't always be you. And that's fine. Don't worry that you don't matter to someone, because it doesn't matter if you worry. Worrying, it's practically mental self-harm. So stop worrying. Do something more productive. Go clean your room. Make some arts and crafts. Your troubles will feel like they're drifting far away while you're concentrating on something else. anything else. Even idly watching your favorite streamer.
Can you can you be my wife? Friend.
Yeah, whatever.
Colonel, will you marry me? I'm everyone's wife. Okay?
Okay.
Fine, I was too late.